Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run and setting the tone for this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back on the move. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a Back to pass on second down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Barber. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. This time on target. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
To the air on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They're going to go right back to him on first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got a little space. Found a little running room and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Knight. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Steps away. The ball is out behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They go to the ground. Inside the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Finds a man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal coming up. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded, you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for the big play. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Ellington. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's still running after the move. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw again. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and we saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here. Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Butler. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Volunteers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. On 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll go to the ground. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The give. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Sampson. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Time to take a shot. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They get to him as he throws. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Misfired on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. To the air. It's Sampson. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
7 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Georgia, 28. Tennessee, 3.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Here comes the heat. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Vols are in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barber. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Defense showing blitz here. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Butler. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him. operating in the red zone here on second down. The corners are walked up tight. The give to the big fullback. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that was a nice second down run. It's setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
The Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
He stopped again. They tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and have had 0 success. It's 4th down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Give to the back. Got the 1st down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Gonna take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The hand to the running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Second down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll leave it with him. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier. They get the first down and tick, 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 tick.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Moving away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop them.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Gets it to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Dumps it off in the flats. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Sam Houston may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Huntsville every time. The Bearcats have been racking up road wins since the Ron Randleman days, and they get another one today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So this defense just shot itself in the foot, and now they'll have to try to stand up again after just handing the offensive first down. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The Vols back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He wants a big play here late. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, back the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And, David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.